This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Louisville's offense will take the field first. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Scanning the field, it's Moss. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. He'll call for the fair catch here. So Boston College's offense will get the ball for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down.
Now, he does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards. Nice play early in this football game.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Richard.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's James. With the catch, it's Bond. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. Got the 1st down and more.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And the Golden Eagles are moving quickly down the field. He leaves it with his back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Golden Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Richard. Turning it on! They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
BC back to work after picking up the 1st down. Looking for space, it's Richard. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He'll take a shot. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. That's reeled in, it's Bell. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Dropping back, it's Moss. Got a man, it's Lacey. Oh, the quick spin move. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shuck did some really good things for Louisville's offense this season ago. So for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career and do it at Louisville.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. Into the secondary on the run. Touchdown, Louisville. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And QB DBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Listen, I know that game didn't get very much, but I love getting the tight ends involved. Get everybody involved in the offense. Make me cover the whole field. Keep everybody a little bit honest.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They go to the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's James. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's Bond. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Takes the handoff. It's Richard. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Got it in the middle, it's Bond. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And first down for the offense.
Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. They're going to run it. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Boston College will try to get it in on a 1st and goal. got it behind the line. It's Harris. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's James. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's Stewart. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line.
Boston College, 3.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Moss. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Lacey. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bell. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
The Cardinals trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Lacey. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Pressure coming. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
Well, and on 3rd and goal that time, the best news was he didn't take a sack. He was trying to scramble around and find somebody in the end zone. Nobody was there. He gets it back and gets what he can get. And so now you're still down close, and it's decision time for the head coach. Do you go for it, or do you settle for 3?
Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
By the receiver. Tackle is made at the 44-yard line. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Quarterback running on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose him.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give from the gun. Picks up the 1st down. There he goes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Bond. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? if I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Finds his tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Here comes the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Set to advance on the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Give to the running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll give it to the back. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team.
At the 36-yard line. Coming up, fourth down.
And the Cardinals will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Pulls and fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looking for a man. It's James. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's James. Quick strike complete. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Bond. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
BC back to work after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Richard. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Snagged in the middle. It's Bond. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
First and goal, Boston College.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
The Cardinals will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Golden Eagles come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
To the air, it's James. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. The sure hands, it's Bond. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
The Golden Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Got his man downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He wants it all. Touchdown! that when they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Back to pass, it's Moss. A little screen to the running back. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they...
Oh, he's got some space.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. 3rd down play from the gun. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. They'll try the counter. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety. That means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass, it's James. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got a lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Complete to the left. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Golden Eagles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in this.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Moss. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. A quick pass to the left. Golden Eagles can really attack on this second and short. The run from the shotgun. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's James. They go to the wide receiver screen. Turning it on! He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's got it again. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later, but you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Caught in the backfield, it's Bell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Hunt is on its way. On his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. On the move, it's Richard. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And the Golden Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's James. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
This Boston College offense has it working. The give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting strong.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. How about this defense taking one back to the house? You're happy you got the ball back, but the defense takes it a step further and just goes ahead and gets 6.
You just want to get the stop, right? And you get the stop, get the points. But guess what, Reese? I'm going to need another stop. This defense is going to be right back on the field. Unbelievable play, but you got to do it again.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Caught behind the line. It's Bond. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Power football with the run. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Direct snap. Finding an escape route. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Finds a tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's fourth down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this fourth down conversion.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 1st and 10 for the offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Pulls it in. It's Hauser. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
3rd down coming up after the completion. Looking to pass. It's Moss. Here's the pressure. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
And the Cardinals send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Clock stopped. stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Richard. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
To the air on second down. He's open on the right. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
The throw to the outside is complete. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
Handoff to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's James. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing and knocking balls away.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Finds his man. It's Bond. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.